Howdy. I do always start my videos like that. Besides the point. As you might have noticed, I've changed the way I make my videos not too long ago. Somewhat dramatically. Not, well, it wasn't dramatic, but like it's a pretty big change. I used to make videos very much specifically focused on the theme and idea of, I guess, quote unquote, mainstream self-improvement. You know, meditation, reading books, entrepreneurship, other stuff like that. I've come to realize now, after I made the change, that doing those things wasn't really what I cared about. Like, I feel that what I said during those times, in those videos, especially if we take it from the perspective of who I was then, it's absolutely information that I agree with. Now it's more just that the words I spoke were not the words of me. I was just saying stuff that other people were saying. Now, parts of it are still things that I do agree with now, if not most. But I don't see the same importance in the entire, like, obviously self-improvement. I consider that to be really important, but not the what self-improvement has become. It's a bit too specific. Like, improving the self is what I find important, not that type of self-improvement. And so in an effort to be more true to myself, which is what I seek to do, I want to be true to myself. I want to be myself. I want to find who I am and be that, because I feel like that's the right thing to do. Maybe it feels a bit more like I'm doing it for me, at least, and I feel like I agree with that more. Following that, I think my goals have changed a little bit. I have always liked the idea of playing video games, for example. I love playing video games. So I'm going to be playing video games. As long as I do it right. I mean, there are healthy and unhealthy ways of doing anything and everything. So, and I can keep playing video games as a productive thing too, especially if I do it as a part of the channel, which is something I'd really like to do. I just gotta figure out how to do that and get the hardware that can handle it. I could probably record, but I'd like to stream. I like the idea of that. And I still want to do, because the way I see it now is that the YouTube channel that I would like to have is one that releases videos of me playing, videos and streams of me playing video games, talking to people, having philosophical conversations, but also working out and doing that stuff, like a mix of both worlds, you know? Which, saying it like that is inherently separating them into two worlds instead of just seeing it as a spectrum, but still, I like that idea, even though it doesn't mix with who I was, because I've changed, as I always try to do. I don't know how much you will agree with my new perspective, but that's where I've landed for now, and I'm gonna stick with it until I change again. And the type of stuff that I make is going to change again. It always will. I always try to change and improve and be more myself. So it's a process. But for the coming days and weeks, I will be continuing this, where I just make videos where I talk, since I can't. Well, I might try to record gameplay, if my computer can actually handle that, and you'll see in that case. But if it doesn't, then you'll have to wait for me getting a better PC. Yeah. This change would also open up the potential for more content, more engaging content, where I can actually do other stuff than simply talk to the camera, because that's a bit monotonous. For you to watch, it's literally just me on the screen talking, and that's it. If I was, say, me on the screen talking and playing video games, there's something to look at the same time. And I don't mean that. I realize that's kind of similar to what TikTok and Shorts are doing. I don't watch TikTok, but I've seen what my siblings are watching, and it's the split screen view thing. That's terrifying, horrifying. The fact that they have, it's a Family Guy clip, and that's half the screen, so you're watching that. But in case you're somehow bored, and so, while watching the clip that you chose to watch, there's also gameplay clip underneath that you can watch at the same time. It's horrifying. The attention span of the new generation is ruined. But still, I'm just talking about regular gameplay videos, where there's a guy talking, because I like the idea of doing that. It's always seemed so fun. I like talking to myself, and I automatically do that, especially when I play video games. So it's my way of thinking. I don't know. And so I think that'd be really fun to do in both stream and video format. Yeah. I guess I hope you'll stick with me while I try to do this stuff. It'd be cool to see some more interactions with you, the viewer base. Haven't had that many. Still, that's for the future. So now I gotta focus on the present. And with that comes preparing for work, doing work, and working out, which is very nice. God, I don't remember if I said this, but in the Tanzania, I was in Tanzania for 2 weeks, and because it was so warm and I was also sick, I couldn't work out at all. Not even using the grip strength thing. So it feels incredible to be back here in my apartment, where I have weights right there, and I work at the gym, and I can work out, and I feel a bit more like myself again. Not working out just made me. It didn't feel right. I just felt like I was doing jack shit all day, which is kind of accurate. But it just didn't feel right. And so now when I'm back to working out, I feel better every day. God, I love working out. Today's legs, by the way. Ooh, that'll be fun. Nice. Looking forward to that because my upper body is sore. Did 2 heavy upper body days well, I mean, I guess I did some kind of introduction, but my traps are screaming from when I hit them hard on Monday. Oh yeah, the weight I usually use to hit traps at with the barbell Smith machine shrugs was 100 kilograms. That was my top set, and I would do about 15 reps. Now I've bumped that up to 140, which is fun. Like, it's just been 2 weeks of me resting, and suddenly I can do 140. That's pretty awesome. My grip is the thing that failed me, though. Not my traps, but it was awesome. I love that. Apparently, shrugs is a great grip strength exercise, so I'm going to be doing more of that. For that reason, I was already going to do a lot of it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Very good stuff. I like the exercise. But today's legs, like I said. So, inner thighs, leg extensions, leg curls, and calf raises. That's it. Maybe if I feel like it, I might throw in some forearms because I didn't do them yesterday. They were shot from back, Oh my god. Good stuff. All right. So, yeah. It'll be awesome. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, though. I work tomorrow. And then I have a doctor's appointment the day after that for my ear because I'm still half deaf. Because I'm assuming it's earwax, but could also be something that fucked up during my full sinuses and flying. Yeah, that'll be fine. So with that, take care, and do you think this lighting is enough? I got 2 lights on, and I took down the blinders so that you should be able to see me clearer. It looks good on camera, but maybe it's a bit too white. And I was in Tanzania. I should be a little bit browner than this. I guess maybe it compensates a little bit, so I don't blind you, but still. Yeah. I'll see you. I hope so.